Yo, what's up, guys? So, in continuation of my previous video, I wanted to talk a little bit more about consistency because it's really been on my mind lately. I'm not gonna lie. Even while I was at the mall with my family, I was still like thinking about it, and I had like a talk with my brother, who was really like he's a really like-minded and similar to me in the sense that we have the same wavelength of thought patterns. Now we deviate on what we like and our interests, but talking to him today just kind of like it was nice to finally talk to someone in a while that kind of see things the way I do. As far as that, you know what I mean? Like it's hard to find people that are like in tuned to what you're in tune with, because you don't want an echo chamber, but you want people you want like-minded people around you, and then obviously you're always gonna have like your detractors, and you'll always have people who differ from you. But talking to him just kind of really reinvigorated my topic on consistency, man. It's dangerous. I would say the lack of consistency, honestly, is like the worst thing you can do, especially as like a guy or as a man in general. I would argue that not being consistent on something you enjoy is a silent killer. That's just me. I don't have any anecdotal data to back that up outside of myself, my own lived experience, and I take that back. There are a few examples that I have, but nothing like no scientific data to back that up. As far as happiness goes, I would argue as a man, it's also part of your purpose. And I feel like when you don't have anything that you do consistently that you can feel proud of, I think it's a silent killer. It could just kill you. You know what I mean? I look at my own self, right? I don't like to always talk about myself. If you guys know, as I try to deviate the topic away from me, but this one's going to be a little bit about me in the sense that I noticed lately in my life that a lot of my mental state or whatever I'm currently going through it always stems back to my lack of consistency. If I'm consistent in something and I'm doing something and I'm continuing at it, I always feel happy. I don't care if it's small, you know what I mean? It's usually not something big, but I do it every day, I just feel so good. And it's even something small, like waking up and making sure I wash my face every single day. If I'm using Tej Hanley, no, I'm not sponsored, by the way. I just love that company. It's simple, straightforward. But to kind of stem off that, since I mentioned Tej Hanley, I also want to talk about the simplicity that comes with consistency. If you are consistent and you are simple, your life will get a lot better. So if you continue to do the same thing or things in the realm of the same thing, and you do them a little bit every single day, but a byproduct of that is your life getting better. And what I mean about that, to kind of try to elaborate a little bit, is like, I mentioned this in my last video, but working out is a really big thing that a lot of people don't do it, right? Don't let social media fool you, Instagram and Facebook. The majority of people on earth are just out of shape. We're not even talking about being buff, right? We haven't even entered not having like a sloth body, a body that looks like a sloth, right? So there's usually two types. There's either the people who are overweight or the people who are not overweight but have like no muscle definition. You can tell they've never been to the gym. If they get in a fight, they gas really quick. Little things like that. And those are plentiful. You know what I mean? If you go to the gym, I just started going back to the gym again, right? I reactivated I created a new account with Planet Fitness because that was close to me. I used to live near a 24-hour and an LA Fitness, but I'm not no more. So I have to go what's in my environment, right? No excuses. We trying to get consistent around here. And unless I'm in the gym, like nobody's in shape. And we're in 2025 where you think the gym wouldn't matter because everyone's doing it. No, they're not. No, they're not. Because it takes long. It's not a fast fix. You start in a deficit because you don't start out with the muscles. You have to put in how many years? Newbie gains will really help you in the first 2 years. But if you're not happy with what you see in the first 2 years, you're fucked because it's going to take a while before you get in shape. I know that because I hit my newbie gains and I saw what my body was capable of. So I'm ready for the gains to bounce back, come back. You know what I mean? I'm ready to see it. And even it's also the mindset. I also want to make a video talking about like people's mindsets, but to kind of go into it a little bit when it comes to consistency, I feel like the mindset comes first, then the consistency, and then the simplicity. So just think of it like that. mindset, consistency, simplicity. So your mindset on consistency is what's going to get you there. I think the consistency and have to continuously do something and potentially not get results, or to have to do it for the results to exist, is a problem for some people, or a lot of people. Because like I mentioned before, the first thing and the most common complaint I see whenever I open up a thread or a forum regarding minoxidil or any type of hair restoration, the first thing that comes out of their mouth is, this permanent? Or the hair is terminal? Do I have to keep doing this forever? Right? And on the one hand, you sympathize with them because you're like, okay, yeah, there's a cost. If you have to do this forever, there's a consistent cost, right? You don't want to have to pay for minoxidil forever, because from what my research has told me, once you start minoxidil, at least for your hair, you have to keep doing it. For your beard, I'm not too sure, but you have to do it forever. Personally, I don't have a problem with that as long as there's no medical issues, but I want to start a protocol. I'll probably start later this year, and I will document the whole thing for you guys so you can see if I'm a hyper responder or not. I kind of want to know. On my beard and my eyebrows, I don't necessarily believe, I don't see to believe really work on my hairline, so I'm not gonna bother with that right now. If it gets bad, I'll just, like I said, I'll just get a hair transplant. I'm not even gonna bother with that already. I'm working on clearing up my scalp, and I don't need to be putting minoxidil on it right now. But I will be starting with my beard and my mustache, so I will document that for you guys. But not to trail off too much, I truly believe that your mindset determines how consistent you will be. Because if someone tells you something, the first thing that comes to your mind, or the first thing that comes out of your mouth is, do I have to continuously do this daily? Do I have to keep doing it? And I mean, like I said before, 99% of the things in your life you must maintain. If you stop drinking water, there are ramifications for that. If you stop eating food, if you stop doing anything you know you should be doing consistently, there are problems. And the reasons for you not doing them, outside of maybe money or time, you're just lazy. You got to go to work every day. What happens if you stop going to work? You have to brush your teeth every day. What happens if you stop doing that? And on the one hand, I understand, because we're already doing so many things that if they feel like a subscription, but you're paying for it. It's just your time. You may not be paying monetary value, but you are paying for it, which is unfortunately the most expensive currency we have, you know? And for some reason, most people don't value their time, but that's a different video. I want to make a video about that too. But I just have to argue the fact that, man, you're paying for it already, constantly, right? So are you not willing to pay an extra $20 a month so that you have a beard now, or a hairline, you know? Will you just have to maintain it? And even if you stop using the minoxidil, you still have to wash your beard every day. You still have to put on beard balm. That stuff's not free. You still have to pay for it. Now, if it's an extra expense you don't want to do, I understand that, but the consistency can't be denied. You can't get out of being consistent. And if you do, you will suffer. You will suffer for it. Either visually, mentally, spiritually. You, your family, or friends are going to see that you are inconsistent. And that's all that shows you. Your appearance, the way you carry yourself, it speaks. Inconsistent or consistent. That's it. Anything else is a conjecture. I truly believe that anything else is just you just talking. You're just trying to sound profound. You're just, but are you actually doing it? We can see. You can't hide that. You got a gut? Oh, yeah, we know why. You know what I mean? If it's things you can control, we know why. Acne, what's going on? That's a little bit more hormonal based, so there are ways to kind of mitigate that and it not be entirely your fault. The same with weight, but they're a lot more rare unless you have something like PCOS or some type of thyroid issue. But the average person does not have these things. And if I'm not mistaken, PCOS can only be diagnosed to women. So last time I checked, guys don't have that. So if you're a guy with a gut, you know, like me, I didn't get out of hand. I stopped going to the gym. My gut's coming in. It's not tolerable. This year is not going to end with me having a gut. I have to lose weight. 10 pounds a month, 8 to 10 pounds a month is my goal. So it's consistency, and it's all about that. And I truly believe right now, if you happen to see this video, whoever sees this video, I don't care if it's one person. If you do nothing else, be consistent. If you don't do anything else in your life, pick something you like or love or you want to get good at or that you want to be disciplined in and do it every single day. Start small. If you want to draw, if you want to, I don't care if it's a damn video game. Maybe that's what you need to get the ball rolling and you need proof of concept. Okay, use a video game. Take Tony Hawk. I stopped playing for years and as you can see, I'm not as good as I used to be. So I'm going to start playing every day to slowly get better at it. Am I going to make a job out of this? No, but it's just something small, a proof of concept that I want to use. Just start. I don't care what it is. You're going to get old anyway. Your time is always moving forward. You cannot get your time back. So thinking, oh, I'm going to save time. Your time burns. It never stops. You don't save time when you go to sleep. You don't save time just because you're not doing it. So you might as well just do it. You can always make the money back. You can save money. Money can halt. Expenses can halt. You can get to a point where you have no bills. You can get to a point where you have no infinite money. It is a possibility. The possibility is low, but it can happen. You will never have an infinite amount of time. Time will never reverse. You can never get back what you lose. That is the most valuable resource we have as humans. So I think you should start treating it like that and just start now. Start. Don't wait till a week. Do it. Just start. Start a book. Start writing. It's bad. Who cares? What's the difference does it make? You didn't have one before. No one knew. So what? Now they're making fun of you. They're gonna make fun of you for not having anything. I don't know. I think you should just start, man. Whatever it is. Game dev. I've watched so many videos of people telling you, as an old man, don't start a game. You're gonna get old. You're gonna turn 40, God willing. What does it matter? Well, what are you losing by just starting the game now? If you're 40, you're gonna get 50 unless you plan on dying. Just start, man. You lose nothing. You have nothing to lose but time, and we don't have a lot of it. But yeah, that's it, guys. I'll see you later.